Yo, what's good? You already know. FacktsAfrica music. Chris Arizi on deck. Maze, your host at all coast kama kawaida. Maze, sijui nianzie wapi. There's so many things imefanyika in the music scene. Lakini, of late nimeamua, I just wanna be more of educational. Nataka tu kuwa educate, yeah? Tuache story mobs za mshenes, zui nini, showbiz and all that. Because FacktsAfrica music as well, mission yetu pia ni also not just talking about the showbiz aspect of music, but actually telling you guys and also assisting aspiring upcoming artists out there, you know, to know 1, 2, 3 things about music and you maybe uko unajua about. So moving on swiftly, there are two sides to everything. Of course, there are two sides to a coin, there are two sides to life. You know, there's good and there's evil. There's making it, there's success, and there's also, you know, wallowing in poverty. So basically in music pia kuna two sides in it. Yeah, there's the good side of music and there's the bad side of music. So basically today I just want to tell you guys out there how to make it in music, because you know, so many people are probably aspiring to be artists. Others are doing it as a hobby, lakini kuna, of course, watu wanaifanya wanataka kuwa successful in it. So basically there are two ways to be successful in music. Number 1, sell your soul. Okay, I'm joking. Make good music, yeah? Number 2 is also make evil music. I know you are actually surprised by the latter because it's quite peculiar, but just stay with me. I have a reason why I'm telling you that. Remember, kumbuka ile two sides of a coin, two sides of everything. There's the good side and there's the bad side. So life, kuna kuenjoy, yeah? Kuna time ya kuwa minister of enjoyment na kuna time ya, you know, hata the Bible inasema there's time for everything. So same to music. There's time when someone wants to listen to like low, you know, music that is kind of cozy, music that's kind of sentimental. There's some time you want to listen to hype, you know, hyped up music. So the reason why I'm saying there's two ways to make it in music, it means you have to specialize now. You have to choose which side you're going to lean with. We have people who have embraced the evil side of music. Not the evil side of music per se, but they bring out the evil through music. We have someone like Skeng, and there's a song they just released the other day featuring Tommy, and it was Sparta, yeah? Tommy Lee, and we have Nicki Minaj on the song as well. So he actually says he makes evil sound sweet, meaning, you know, kwa song zake he talks about how he's a killer in real life. He talks about murder, you know, for instance, come up Bobby Shmurda, remember? Murder music. We have songs from the Bronx, from the trenches, ngoma kama zile za drill, you know, from the US side. Wanaongeleanga tu murder, wanaongelea about, you know, being just a delinquent. Of course, most of them wako ndani saa hizi, they're serving sentences because of the same. But basically what I'm trying to say is this: Anu Asome embrace evil. They actually, of course, they're speaking of, they're mirroring the society. Society, kuna the evil side of the society. Kuna wezi, you know, kuna murderers, killers out there. And so there are people who actually relate to that. So basically, we have someone like Lil Durk Pia, you know, speaking of their ops, how they get revenge on ops, how they, you know, murder their ops. Someone in Vitukai, remember King Von, I repeat to King Von. He was actually a storyteller. He was actually, and alikuwa anaweza kupigia story through his music of how he orchestrated a robbery. And he puts it in a very poetic manner, and you're like, okay, that's crazy. Like, so music basically ni kama tu for instance, a shorty attracted to a bad boy, yeah? And boy is actually attracted to a baddie. So it brings some aspect of danger. Ile danger kidogo, umejua mtu wako like anapata some adrenaline rush from that. So I guess people wanapenda, kuna wasa wanapenda kuembrace hiyo the evil, ama like let's say the dark side of things, na kuna wase wanapenda the cherry side of things. So basically ukitaka ku make it in music, you just have to know which side you can lean on more. Kuna of course the good music, let's just say music that doesn't have all this cursing, all this evil things, music that actually just tries to uplift you and all that has a good message out there. Let's, of course, gospel music, of course, music that just talks about, don't give up, keep on going hard and all that, working hard. We have artists who have embraced that side. Tukena artists kama Dax akiimba about, dear God, or maybe just, talking about the society, yeah, as akiimba like how a man struggles or how women struggle and all that, and talking about also just keep going, keep doing your thing, you'll make it. So kuna wasa wanajua ku actually express that side of music. So basically it's just knowing your niche, knowing to what to embrace, yeah. There's evil and there's good. So if you know how to actually relay the evil side of things, some of life, and in a musical manner, through your music, through your rap and all that, you can be able to make it in that aspect. Lakini kama you are more of someone who is uplifting, someone who is a motivator, someone who let's just say kama wewe ni Martin Luther King wa muziki or something like that, Malcolm X, people who are talking about freedom. For instance, reggae music, vile wanaongeleanga freedom, you talk about a message of the society, maybe the political, seeing how the politics and politicians oppress the society and the citizens. So basically, ni kujua tu which side you can embrace and you use it to your advantage. So actually what kuna so many aspects, yeah, because for instance utapata a politician, for instance tuseme kama Salasia mwenye ali start from nothing and then akapata favor ya wase, and then they voted him into the particular position, afu aka make it. So ali make it through politics, ali make it through kukua voted in. Na kuna mtu kama Sonko mwenye aliunda pesa yake vizuri, ndiye akafund his political aspirations, akaweza ku get into politics through that. So basically kuna Masonko na kuna Masalasi kwa muziki pia, yeah. For instance tukisema mtu kama KRG the Don, this guy aliunda pesa kwanza. I don't know, I hear he inherited a good amount of money from the family, lakini pia he has been able to build himself up kwa biashara, controversial zingine, but of course he put himself in a position where alikuwa poa financially, ndiye aka delve into music. So hata kama mtu ana talent and all that, you can be able to get writers, you can be able to pay for your studio sessions, you can be able to do clean videos, na make it kimuziki. Na kuna msetu akona talent, yeah. Let's say someone like Bahati mwenye alikuwa Madare, and then akafanya muziki, and then he made it through music, and given alikuwa pia mjanja, akafanya mabiashara nini, and keep on making it, lakini muziki ndio ilifungua hiyo mlango for him, yeah. So there are people who will actually make it through music, and the people who wako passionate about music, lakini at least wako na pesa, wako na wame hustle, and then now they can be able to support themselves, support their music career. So kuna hizo mbili pia. Kenya tuko na, I guess, a lot of wasanii kama Lil Maina, someone mwenye at least amezaliwa kwa pesa, he was able to use hiyo pesa yake kumsaidia kwa muziki. You can go even to Nigeria, mtu ka Davido who, you know, hao ni mabilionea mazee. So he was able to, you know, supplement hiyo pesa ilimsaidia kusupplement his talent. At least he had the passion, he had the zeal, na pia na work hard kwa muziki. So hiyo pesa ilimsaidia, at least he did good videos, he could access good producers, he could access everything that he could because at least alikuwa na hiyo backup ya pesa. So there's two ways. Wizkid of course mwenye ni rival wake, yeye ameanza from zero. He had to sell his brother's laptop for him to go into a studio session. Ukiona Diamond from TZ, he had to sell a ring that alipewa na mama yake, which was a very sacred ring, just for him to get his first studio session. So, you know, kuna wale sana struggle bila do, and, you know, they go hard and make it kimuziki, but those people who have money already to, you know, go ahead and fund their music career vile nimesema. So again, two sides, two ways to make it. Either you uko talented, ama either you get the favor, you know, from the people just unapewa hiyo favor na God probably, or maybe you have the money to do anything. Hata kuna ma DJs probably who are talented, people who have talent lakini hawana pesa ya equipment. There are people who they just want to do this as a hobby. Hata ako tu na machine imelala kwa nyumba, ako na everything that you can use as a professional DJ, lakini ziko tu pale. Is like, yeah, like he has the money to get the equipment and all that. So again, two ways. But anyways, the main thing is if you work hard, if you just go hard enough, you'll always make it. Doesn't matter the money aspect, doesn't matter whatever situation it is. Everything that you do, of course, if you want to be successful, you just have to sacrifice one thing or another. But in music specifically, you have to embody or have a persona. For instance, tuko na watu kama Rema mwenye he's known for being a rebel even through his music. We have someone like Burna Boy who's known for his ego and also his overconfidence, yeah? So you just have to embody a persona in which inaonyesha, like, you know, inaonyesha your audience that, you know, something they can relate to when it comes to you, some uniqueness. We have Roga mwenye, you know, him and his eye patch and also his you know, ngoma zake vile imba about relationships and all that in a way that's controversial. You just have to have something unique. In Kenya tuko na Demkap Diana Code saizi, ukisikia hata sauti yake, it's very unique, and her persona is also very unique. So uniqueness is very important as well. You just have to find that everybody's different at the end of the day. Everybody akona uniqueness yake. Everybody has a different everybody has something that's different from the next person, yeah? Even our wanasemanga hizi ma fingerprints are different na kila mse akona different fingerprint. So of course inamaanisha whatever you do, whatever this artist does, akotuna quality different na the next. Kila mtu akona some different quality, meaning uniqueness iko already there. So what you need to do is just find something that, you know, it's not common with every other artist, and then you embody it. Na hivyo tu utapata tu, you know, you get to occupy your space in the industry as well and make it. Of course, you have to be doing good music. You won't be doing mediocre, fanya trash and expect to make it in the music industry. So apart from, you know, when all that is said and done, at the end of the day, you have to be consistent. You have to, you know, just keep on going, never stop. So today it was just, you know, for the people, for the aspiring artists, you just have to be very intentional when doing your music, when putting out music, when packaging yourself and branding. There's so many things that's involved for you to be able to just be successful in music. So yeah, basically that's all I have for you all today. sina maneno mingi ya kuambia when it comes to the showbiz aspect of it, but so much music has been released. Tuko na Jov, of course, the return of trap. Umeteki, I meant the return of Shrap. Yeah, trap, and hiyo genre Shrap. Alitoa ngoma fulani na of course Boutros last week, but right now ametoa some solo song which is an amazing, it has a dope ass video. Of course people already talking about it because of the I think the editing of the video, akionyesha different faces on it. So that's one big song that I had to talk about. And of course kuna ngoma kama ya Ethic na Diana Code. There's so many songs that are out there, but today I'm not going to talk about the releases per se, but that one is going to be on the next segment. So for today, that's all I had. Peace out. You already know it's Kusarizi on deck, representing for FacktsAfrica Music. Keep on staying tuned, keep on subscribing, keep on sharing, keep on viewing, keep on telling a friend to tell a friend to tap in to FacktsAfrica. That's what's up.